I'm going to be telling everyone my London story in a few minutes. I'm like starting to feel better because I was so congested when I came home. The plane ride home was awful. And ugh, me and my boyfriend both got really like head colds. So it wasn't fun. And actually, yesterday, I feel like it was the worst, like with the congestion. And I couldn't even think straight. It was just so fucking ridiculous. So today, I'm like finally starting to feel better. Um, and I want to share my story. I just couldn't even think about like posting or going live or anything. Like it was just insane. Okay, guess we'll just. Universe said no, I suppose. Maybe you weren't supposed to get it. So with London, it was insane. Um, hey Brian, Money and Lemon Girl. Oh, Honey and Lemon. Money and Lemon. That's good too. Anyways, yeah, I've been drinking a lot of lemon water. But good at feeling better, not good at getting sick. Yeah, whatever that means. You post a lot of things that don't make any sense. And then we had a scare with my dog today, and I thought that like we were gonna have to put him down, but we didn't. So he's still like at the end of his days here on this planet. So we don't know like how much longer he's gonna be around. So that was like another thing. It was like a lot coming back. Um, but I do want to share some of the energy and some of the insight from going. So it's funny because in the beginning of the year, I was really wanting to go to Harry Potter in the Universal. It's not Universal. It's Warner Brothers. And I was like, "Damn, I really want to go to London because I want to go there." So the opportunity came up for me to go to London in July because one of my teachers was doing an event there. So I was like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna go." And I brought my boyfriend with me. He wanted to come. So, close my door. Hang on 1 second. I'm live right now. Anyways, so we went. We basically got there like early Thursday morning, and the flight sucks because I can never sleep on the plane. So they're like 5 hours behind us, and we were like so tired when we got there, but we made ourselves stay awake. And when I first got there, like I didn't like it. I was like, this reminds me a lot of like New York City or like Boston. That's what it reminded me of a lot, was like a mix between Boston and New York, which I go to all the time. So I'm like, I feel like I'm not even like away from home. I feel like I am home. You know what I mean? It was weird. But like looking back at the energy, I feel like it's because I've been there before and I've lived a lot of lifetimes there and it felt like home. And I think that was triggering me because there was a lot going on with my energy when we were there. So the next day we went to Harry Potter, the Warner Brothers studio, and that's like an all day thing. So if you're ever planning on going there, it's like an all day thing. Um, I do suggest to go there if you're a Harry Potter fan because it's just fucking amazing. And like what it is they take you into, and I am going to make a suggestion too that when you go, take your time walking through it because when you first get there, they like introduce you to it and then you basically like walk into the dining hall where like the dining hall in Hogwarts, and that where they actually filmed, so it's all the sets of things that they filmed in there. And then they tell you that like 3 hours isn't enough, but I guess when you go on the bus you only have like 4 hours there, 3 or 4 hours or something like that. So we kind of like rushed through it, And then we had like an hour and a half, because the thing that sucks is like you can't go backwards. So like once you go in, you have to like you move from like one room to the other, but like you can't backtrack at certain points. So that was kind of annoying. So that just means I'm gonna have to go there again. But anyways, when I was there, there were so many people there. You can't buy a ticket and just go in. Like they suggest that you book. Like even if you drive there, like we took one of the buses there, from like the one of the buses from Warner Brothers comes and picks you up, and then you go, and the bus was packed. There were tons of people in there. Like there was not one seat open. Like that's how many people. And it was a Friday during the day. You can't just like go and drive your car and like buy a ticket that day. Like they won't allow you in. You have to book before, like weeks in advance before you can go in. And like you pick like time slots and stuff like that, I think too. I don't know how it works if you just drive there, but I know that you can't just go in. There were so many people there that it was annoying. Like it was like one of the things where like you try to get pictures, but there's always people everywhere. But being in there was so cool because you actually saw like all the detail that they put into this movie. It's so insane, all the detail behind Harry Potter. And it made me and my boyfriend want to find out more about like the history of Hogwarts and Dumbledore, and like so we've been watching things since we got home. It's just so interesting how like one person can write a story and then change, like, and then it becomes like this whole world of things that live beyond the story. Like when if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, that's like one thing too. Like there's a tons of books that connect. It's not just Lord of the Rings, it's The Hobbit, and then all these other books, and like all the elven language and all these things. And even with Star Wars, like I don't know much about Star Wars. I'm not a big Star Wars fan, surprisingly, but I know it's like that too. And it really makes you think about where these authors are getting all of this information. Like it can't just be that they're making it up in their head. Like to me, because I channel into energy, so I channel and connect with all different energies around me and that are in different dimensions that we can't see. And as humans, all humans do it. It's just if you're stuck in the physical reality and that's all you believe in, you don't realize that's what you're doing. So I mean, you know, but anyways, like even the story behind the Dementors sounds like energy vampires, like an extreme version of energy vampires. And J.K. Rowling said that she thought about the Dementors when she was really depressed. And when we talk about energy attachments in healing, it's a Dementor energy. It literally like sucks the life out of you. It makes you depressed. It kind of puts blinders on you so you can't see the good things in your life around you. It's just insane, like the detail, like when you go in. That's why I need to go back. Like even thinking about it, I'm like, damn it, I need to go back, because you walk through not only the sets, which look so real, and it's like it's stuff that they created that's not all computerized. Like it, like when you literally look at like one of the pictures with me with the cauldrons, they looked like real cauldrons. Like I use real cauldrons, and they looked exactly like that. And the way, I don't know, it's just crazy. But like even they had the, like there was things in there where we were like, oh, what is that? And then we watched the movies again and we're like, oh, that's what that is. So like when in the Order of the Phoenix, when, what's the teacher's name? Professor, the lady with the pink. I call her Hillary Clinton because that's what she reminds me of. But anyways, she had the big clock in the dining hall where they would take their tests. They literally had that in there. And like, I didn't even realize like that's what that was. It's so crazy too how there's so much detail in Harry Potter that you don't even realize it until you like actually study it. Harry Potter is real, confirmed. I don't know what that means. I think it's real. Anyways, but yeah, so much detail in that movie. And it's just crazy how much somebody's imagination can create something so real. And that was kind of the thing that I was getting in there, like I was getting annoyed. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Like, all these people are so annoying. It was at points where I was like, I just want to get out of this room. I don't want to be around all these people. I get really annoyed around a lot of people, especially like normal people, because like I'm either in my shop or I'm at home. Like, that's what I do for work. So I'm not around people all day. So it can get really annoying. She's my least favorite character, yeah. So, I thought like that was it. And then when I got to my hotel, I was kind of thinking about it, or even when I was in there a little bit, and I'm like, these motherfuckers, these stupid, dumb muggles, like, have no idea. Like, you can watch things in Harry Potter, you can see things in there that connect with real magic and real witchcraft. You would just never know unless you study it. But I'm like, these dumb fucks come and they pay all this money to get there. It was $200 for the both of us with the bus ride and everything. And like, you know, whatever. I'm a dumb fuck because I paid to get in there, but not really because I love the movie. But it's like they come and they go to these places and everything in there is based on real magic. Whether Hogwarts is and Harry Potter is real or not, everything in there is based on real witchcraft and real magic. And 98%, probably I'd say 90% of the people that were in there that day with me don't believe in real magic. And I just think that's so funny how everyone needs to go out into their external reality, their physical reality, into their physical being, and that's how they connect with magic, when actually magic is all around us in nature and all within us. And if you told somebody in there that, like a normal person, they wouldn't even understand what you were saying. And J.K. Rowling basically like wrote a book that is connected to real things. And even the Slytherins, everything behind that with the Draconian, like that is a real thing. Draconian blood, like the Blue Bloods, these are the ones that actually rule London. These are the ones, the royal blood. Like, that is that energy. And the thing with the Slytherins is they don't like muggles and they don't like magic folk breeding with normal people. And that's the same thing with the royal blood, is that's why they always bred inside of their line, like inside of their family, because they feel that they are superior as opposed to other DNA, other forms of human. And it's the same fucking thing. Like, there's so many things that connect in Harry Potter, and I know I've been saying this, but I could do like a 4-hour video on things in real life that connect with that movie, especially with spirituality, witchcraft, and all of that. It's just insane. So when we were there, I was like, wow, this is crazy how many people just, I don't know, manifest magic through Harry Potter. They don't even realize that it's actually all around us. So really interesting. Harry Potter is real, just like they live is real. Oh yeah, 100%. So yeah, that was like my Friday. And then Saturday I did my whole VIP day with my coach and like, I think it was like 9 or 10 other amazing women. And that was insane to be in a room with a bunch of powerful women that actually, it's like the confidence, you know, when you're with a bunch of leaders. It just, there's something about being in a room with a bunch of people that are really strong and really powerful and really confident within themselves that is worth like $1 million for 6 hours. Like, it's so priceless to actually connect with people that are on like an extremely high vibration and really believe in themselves and believe in the magic in themselves. And that was something that I learned from that day, how priceless what it is that I do. And being in person with people, especially women, like when women connect on a powerful level and women just boost each other up, because normally women tear each other down, and women, well, this is what we're taught, is that women tear each other down and women are all about competition and things like that. and being in a room with powerful women from all around the world, and we're just boosting each other up and helping each other and giving each other ideas, giving each other healings, giving each other downloads. It is something that is so valuable that I can't even make you comprehend that unless you're there. And that is something that I really took back with me and I really honored, and it really changed a lot about my perspective on what I do, in how I don't need to. I think one of the things that I've been doing since I've been in business, and I feel like it's kind of been like in, my nose is itching now, like a thing that's been ingrained in me, is that to be successful, I need to really try hard. And yes, hi Alexis, patriarchal conditioning of women's behavior is such garbage. Our truest state is supporting one another. It is so powerful when powerful women support each other, not women that are like, I'm a victim and I'm wounded and I'm hurt, because that's a big thing in the spiritual community. And honestly, I'm sick of that shit. Like, I understand that, you know, there's a lot of hurt people and we do get hurt and things happen and shit happens and shit sucks. But I don't want to be around a bunch of women that complain all the time either. Like, that is not empowering to me. And this is the energy that I am going to start bringing more into my business, and not needing to try so hard. Like, fuck trying hard. Like, I don't need to try hard to be successful. I just need to be. And that, just be. Like, be me. And that is some of the most powerful energy that I can bring into my containers. So there's going to be a lot changing with the way that I work. And I feel like it's just going to be more energetically. Like, this is just, and you know, Alexis, because you're in Rain with me. And that was one of the things, is like, I get obsessive and then I just can't stop. And I have to like keep going. And like, as soon as I got back from London, I crashed. And I couldn't do anything for days. But that was too because we were nonstop. But I feel like the download in me is just like, no, like, I don't need to try so hard all the time. Like, I don't need to work my ass off all the time. So that was a big thing that I got from the VIP day with all those powerful ladies. That was something that I really downloaded into me. And that is the feminine flow, is just being, and then the masculine is the stability. It's also not having to try. It's just knowing that everything is going to stay stable. So that was my Saturday. And then we went to an occult bookstore and I bought a crazy Odin book, and I opened it when I got home because it was wrapped up, and I was like, I need to give this to Jess because it's about necromancy and stuff. So I was like, I'm not doing this right now. So I gave it to Jess, and she's going to read it or like channel into it and tell me some of it, because I am just not ready for that. But I knew I had to bring it home with me. Excuse me. Thank you. Yes, it definitely did anchor in. And I feel like I had to be in the presence of that energy. And when, that's the thing with like in-person stuff, is like when you're in the container with people, that you're feeling into their energy more as it's like an all day thing too. And I think that remote stuff is just as valuable, but I really see the value in in-person stuff. So a lot of my in-person stuff is definitely, the prices are going to shoot up because I really see the value in them. So with that, the next day, we literally had to wake up at, God, like 6 o'clock. And like, I was not really sleeping the night before the VIP day because I was like so excited. We were heading to Glastonbury, and I'm going to tell you right now, getting to Glastonbury from London is a bitch. There's no like straight way there. There's no train that just goes straight there. You have to literally jump on a bus and then jump on like a city bus, which fucking sucks. And like, I don't even ever want to do that again. But getting to Glastonbury, as soon as we got there, I was like, oh, yes. I almost didn't go because it felt like it was going to be such a bitch to get there, and we both didn't want to drive on the wrong side of the road. We were both kind of like, fuck that. Like, not about that life right now. Um, so yeah, Glastonbury is like a hidden gem. I mean, when you ask people in London like how to get to Glastonbury, they're just like looking at you like you're stupid. Like they're like, "Why do you want to go there? There's so many different places that you can see in London. Like why Glastonbury? Or go to Bath, which is like the Roman baths or something like that." So I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm going to Glastonbury. Come to find out, like Mary Magdalene's energy is there. Like I didn't fucking know that. I guess that Mary and Joseph went there too, apparently. So, and then like King Arthur was buried there, and I didn't even figure that out until like I think Leah said something to me about King Arthur being buried there, and I'm like, what? So yeah, like basically one of the kings, it's called in the Abbey. Like when you go to Glastonbury, you get dropped off right in front of the Abbey, and it was like an old temple, and one of the kings, I don't know if I think it was King Henry or something, but don't quote me on that, literally like destroyed the whole temple, and then they dug up King Arthur and Guinevere's graves, and I don't think that anybody really knows where they are, but the energy is there. So that was really cool energy. I like the energy there. It was just very, and then I went to the Chalice Well, which was insane energy. Definitely a lot of galactic Palladian energy in that area. It was just so much loving energy, so much Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary energy. You think of Glastonbury a lot, you think of Avalon, but I feel like it has a mix of everything there because of the energies who have been there. And I definitely am going to plan a retreat. I really want to plan it for next September to take people in there and do some meditations, downloads, and things like that. So that is something that I am working on because I just have to bring people there. Like that's what I felt as soon as I got there, is that I have to bring people here, and I have to bring this energy and help other people connect with this energy. So that is something that I am 100% going to do. Adam is actually going to help me do it. So there will be more news on that soon. Then the other thing, so the next day we stayed in Glastonbury overnight, and then we went to Stonehenge. That was another bitch to get to from Glastonbury. But I will tell you right now, I almost didn't want to go. I was almost like, fuck Stonehenge. I don't even really care. I want to stay in Glastonbury forever. But I was like, you know what? I feel like we need to, let's just go. And Adam wanted to go. So we went, and that was like another bitch to get there from Glastonbury, but we made it. And I'll tell you right now, the energy of Stonehenge is so fucking strong and so powerful, and you can't go in it. But I could feel the energy from, I think you're 10 yards away from it. And actually, when I got there and I saw how, like, it felt like clean, you know, because there wasn't a bunch of people in it. I was like, this is how it should be. This is a sacred space. Like, people should not be in and out of there, touching all the rocks, doing what they want with that space. Like, you should have to pay more money to go inside of Stonehenge. I don't think that people should be able to go in unless they're committed to the process of being in there and they're honoring the sacred space. So I was actually really glad when I got there that they don't allow people in there, because it's not for everyone. And the people that really want to go in there and really want to honor the space will pay more money for a private tour and be respectful of the space, and will gladly give the money to go into something that is sacred. And that's how I felt about that as soon as I got there. If you're in Ascension Warriors with me, the monthly group that I am doing, I took a bunch of pictures with cards in front of Stonehenge, so there will be some daily readings with the energy of Stonehenge and also the Chalice Wells. I also charged one of my journals. I put it on the ground, and I can still feel the energy. It's just so intense. I channeled some energy when I was channeled some stuff when I was there. I sat on the ground with this journal and did some journaling, and it was really cool. But one of the things that I got from Stonehenge is that it's a neutral energy. So it's not white magic, it's not black magic, it's neutral. So it can actually, excuse me, be used for whatever is needed, or whoever is hosting, excuse me, the ceremony wants to use it for. It kind of felt like, to me, like this is a gift from the universe and you have free will with it. So whatever you do with it is your responsibility, and that's what it is. That was the energy that I felt with that. So, because a lot of people were asking me, like, what did you feel there? And that was one of the things. I feel like that it also resets itself. And it's also like definitely like a key on the planet. Like a lot of energies come in and out of that thing. And yeah, I mean, that was kind of it. It was just so strong and it was just powerful. So to me, power can go either way. It can be really good or it can be really bad. It's what you want to use it for. And it's your responsibility in how you use it. And that is energetically, it's however it needs to come to you, it will. So that was one of the things that I got in Stonehenge. But I did feel like recharged from that. But after we left the space, I did feel a little nauseous and my legs were shaking. It was just so intense, but it wasn't like a bad nauseous. It was just like it's like being in a, I don't know, like a portal, like a crazy portal. Another thing that I noticed too, like a supercharged portal, is that we walked all the way around. And when we got to the end, I kept looking and I was like, oh, let's keep going. And Adam was like, we already walked all the way around it. He goes, this is where we started. And I was like, no, it's not. And then he was like, yes, it is. And I was like, no, it's not. The whole Stonehenge looked like completely different when we walked all the way around. It was crazy. It was, I don't even know what that was. It was like the whole energy shifted. It was like I just got a ton of fucking downloads, and then my whole perspective changed after the Stonehenge. It was crazy. So yeah, that was really weird. It looked completely different. Like it looked nothing like from when we started. So I highly recommend going there. It's definitely worth the trip and worth the money. And then we went back to London, and then we went to Buckingham Palace before we left in the morning. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go there and connect with some of this royal energy, because why not? So we got there, and again, okay, and that was the thing with Stonehenge too. So many people at Stonehenge, right? So many fucking people at Stonehenge. Insane. Like, they tell you that you can only order so many tickets online, and then after that you have to just go there and order a ticket. But it's like one of the most popular sites in the UK that people go and see. Again, magical. A magical portal. One of the most magical portals on the planet. People want to go there, but I can guarantee you that 97% of those people that were there don't believe in magic and don't connect with that energy. And then we went to Buckingham Palace the next day, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to connect with some of this royal energy. I'm just going to take what I need home with me. And again, magical and occult symbols everywhere. Tons of people everywhere looking at it. And I can guarantee you that half of them didn't even know anything about those symbols and the meanings behind them. And it's just like, London is so magical, but it's so cloaked at the same time that like people are like oblivious to what is around them. Oh no, in the UK, like Glastonbury is super cloaked. Like, it's like, oh, it's not even here. Like, it doesn't even exist. Don't even look at that. And then you go to places like Buckingham Palace, Stonehenge, like all these places with all this magical energy, and nobody sees the magic in it. They just see like the written history. That is cloaking. That is what they do to make us not believe that it is real. So, that was my trip. It was awesome. And then we got sick on the plane ride home because the air was disgusting. And we were just exhausted from literally nonstop traveling everywhere. When we got home, it was just like, we couldn't really do much. Like, I did a few appointments when I got home, but like with posting and videos, I was like, there's no way that I can do any of that right now. Like, I literally need to rest. And that was my trip to London, and it was really cool, and I definitely enjoyed it a lot, and I definitely need to go back. I definitely need to explore more. I want to go in the castles and things like that, and I would love to go to Scotland too. But yes, Glastonbury retreat is definitely coming. That should be announced before the end of this year. And that was it. I mean, it was a lot. I did a lot. I did a lot of things. I learned a lot of things. And that was like 5 days, was it? It was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We left Tuesday. Yeah, we left Tuesday. So it was, God, I can't count right now. Anyways, like 6 days. 6 days completely changed my life. And when people say like traveling changes everything, it really fucking does. Because what you're doing energetically is when you step foot on that land, you are going and you are connecting with totally new energy. Even when I came back, I was just like seeing how small Rhode Island plays. Like, people in Rhode Island, they just put themselves on like such a, I feel like where we live, people shy away from being seen, shy away from being successful. They play small. Like in London, they don't play small. They're like going for what they want. Like, that's the energy there. It's like, I'm going to get what I want. I'm going to get what I need. I'm going to get what I deserve without any apology behind it. And the magical energy there is insane. It's just so powerful, but it's so hidden at the same time. Like, when you go to Ireland, the magical energy is there, and I feel like it's just more apparent that it is magical. It is not something that is hidden, you know? Did you go to the Westminster Abbey? No. I need to go to Ireland and find a castle from my previous life. Yeah, you do. It's amazing. I have been to London 4 times, and I know I have to go there again. Yeah, it's it definitely is amazing. And I don't know. It does kind of look a lot like Boston and New York, though, like in the city. Like there's some streets I walk down and I'm like, this looks just like Boston. And then there were some streets I walked down and I was like, this looks just like New York. But Boston is New England, so you can definitely feel that vibe. But anyways, all right, I'm signing off. I gotta get ready for my call tomorrow in Ascension Warriors. But I will definitely be seeing you all more often. I am back. I am feeling better. And there's a lot coming up. I'm actually making an announcement tomorrow about my new program coming in. So that will be announced tomorrow. So I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm definitely probably going to do a live tomorrow talking about my new program. So I will see you all soon. Bye.